welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lourdes. I'm 22 years old and I'm just vlogging and sharing my life and everything that comes with. So this week's video is a bit of a week in my life as a book lover. Reading is one of my favorite hobbies and I love sharing it. I love connecting with others about it. And this week I actually had a few book related things going on. I went to a little book event, I read, I started a little crochet project that was book related, and so I thought, why not just make this a week in the life as a book lover? So if you are a book lover like me, I hope you will stick around. I hope you enjoy, and without further ado, let's get right into the video. Happy Saturday. So I'm getting ready because I'm going to lunch with my parents, and then after, I actually follow this account on Instagram and they host like book lover events in Miami, and they posted that they're hosting a little cafe event and it's actually like right by my house. So after, I'm going to stop by there and probably get a matcha and see if maybe I can talk to some people. But yeah, I'm super excited. I love doing little things like this, just like going to new events. I'm just finishing up my makeup now. I love this blush. This is a Korean blush. It is the Laka Love Silk blush in 403 Icon. I am putting on a little more makeup than maybe I usually would since I'm going to the event, and I don't know, I just want to like look cute today. Hello, sorry it's dark. I'm getting chicken for Dino because Dino, wait, are you kidding me? I just got back from lunch with my parents. We actually did go to the exact same place that we went yesterday, but it's just like that's what we wanted, and they do have a completely different brunch menu. And now I'm going to the event. I'm excited. It looks super cute. I'm walking there. I'm gonna give Dino his chicken and then we're gonna go. Oh my goodness, it's a good boy. Wait, sit, wait. Okay, go. So I just got back from the book event and I just wanted to talk a little about it and show what I got. So I actually spent about 3 hours there, which was a lot longer than I thought I would. I got there at 1:30 and I left around 4:30. I actually ended up meeting this really sweet girl. Her name was Stephanie, and we ended up talking for a super long time. The ironic part is that she isn't the most into books. Like, she's just starting to become a reader, but we kind of just like talked about anything, and it was super nice to have a conversation with her and get to know her and meet someone new and connect with them and talk with them. So yeah, I like talked with her that whole time, and then I just got back home a few minutes ago. The event was super cute. They had some books and stuff. I didn't end up buying a book. I did see a few that I'm like, okay, adding that to my TBR, but honestly I didn't want to add another physical book to my TBR collection. I just wrote it down for later, and maybe if I want to read it after, I will buy it. I did end up buying 2 things because they also had a cute little custom bookmark making station. So they had these little little like fabric bookmarks. You can see this is the color I chose, and then you could add, as you can see, these little charms to it. You add one at the bottom, and this is the one that sticks out at the bottom of the book. I got this little kind of like rose in a cage with a little gem on top. It just felt very fantasy to me, and it's just like very pretty, very cute. And then at the top, these little charms will stick out of the top. So I got this L heart. I didn't even think about the fact that it's like silver and the whole thing is gold, but honestly I don't care that much, whatever. But yeah, I got this little L, obviously, because my name is Lourdes, like, and it looks like a little heart lock to me, so I really liked that. And then I got this little pearl in the middle, and then on the bottom I got this other little heart that has like burgundy and then this rose on it, and I liked it because I felt like it went well with the bookmark overall. But yeah, it's super cute. I'll put a little insert shot on what it looks like when it's actually inside the book. Honestly, I love it. I'm so happy with it. And then the other thing that I got was this little sticker that's super cute, just this heart. It says Book Lovers Club on it, and I thought it would be cute to add into my Kindle. I've honestly wanted to change out the Kindle stickers that I have for a while, and since I have this pink heart, this is like perfect to add in. Honestly, I'm gonna put it in now and show what it looks like. But yeah, the event was so fun. They had a special menu. They had a custom iced coffee and a custom iced matcha, and they were also both named after Love Island quotes that are happening in this current season, which is fun because obviously I am locked into Love Island right now, as I am every year and have been for the past 7 years. I am an OG Love Island USA watcher. Like, I've been here. It was literally so fun that they had them Love Island theme, and I did get the matcha. It was good. It was very sweet for me. Next time I would love to try just like their normal matcha latte and see what it's like, because it was a good matcha latte. Literally so cute. I love it. Oh my god. Hello, happy Monday. So yesterday I didn't vlog much because I spent most of the day watching Squid Games and crocheting something. It is a present for someone, so I don't want to film and put it on here in case they see. If you watched my video last week or have watched any of my recent videos, you might know that I have been reading the Imperium series, or the Fourth Wing series, and I just finished Onyx Storm, which is the 3rd book in the series, and there's only 3 books out so far, and I have been in a book slump since I finished it. Don't know what to do with myself, but I was on Reddit reading theories and this and that, and I saw someone post a crochet pattern for this little sleeping dragon. I will put a picture of it on the screen, and it looks like one of Violet, who is the main character's dragons. It looks like Andarna, and it's just so cute, and I was like, oh my god, I want to make that. So I am going to make it so that I can put it as decoration in my room. I'm just going to try it with the crochet pattern. I did find it online, and I have the whole thing here, and I will be doing my best. Fingers crossed that I can do it. I bought this yarn. It's actually a pretty thin yarn. It's definitely gonna be even smaller than it is in the picture, but this was the best color that I could find for the best price and the best size. Probably my first time working with yarn this thin, and I decided to go with a 3mm hook. My go-to is usually a 4mm. I'm just gonna start on that. I don't know how long it's gonna take me. I do have a lot of experience making amigurumi pieces, so I think I can make it in decent time. And 6. Okay, first round is done. Update on my progress. I have the little head done so far. I actually think that the thinner yarn was such a good choice because it just looks like so clean and cute. But yeah, this is the little head. It's gonna turn out so cute. Like,
Kitty, you're so cute.
okay, so this is my progress so far. As you can see, the head and then the body and then the tail is gonna start coming along soon. I'm also rewatching Kpop Demon Hunters because I had nothing else to put on, and I was like, well, why not? Because the soundtrack is fire and I love it. Happy Tuesday. Last night I finished crocheting the body of the dragon, and then today I crocheted the legs. I haven't sewn them on though. I decided that I want to give my hands a little rest from crocheting just so they don't tense up and start hurting. So I'm taking a break from that, and I decided that I'm going to start Problematic Summer Romance by Ali Hazelwood, which is the second book slash spin-off of her book Not in Love, which I loved that book. I in general have loved every single Ali Hazelwood book that I've read, especially her most recent ones like Bride, Not in Love, Deep End, are like, I love those books. I think they're so good. So I'm very excited to read this one. I'm curious to see how I end up liking it because it is an age gap romance, but like I said, I love Ali Hazelwood and it's also a spin-off of Not in Love. And since I loved Not in Love so much, I want to have hope for this one. And also I just feel like I have to read it regardless because it is Rue and Eli's wedding, and Rue and Eli are the main characters from Not in Love, and I loved that book. And so this book, it's kind of following Maya, who is Eli's younger sister, and Connor, who is Eli's best friend, as they go to Eli and Rue's wedding in Italy, in Sicily, in Taormina, which is literally one of my dream destinations. So I'm like I have to read it just because, like, well, first of all, I want to see two characters that I really like get married. I want to see the progression of that. And especially after reading Fourth Wing, I feel like this is a good choice to get me out of that slump. Who is ready for my review of Problematic Summer Romance by Ali Hazelwood? So I finished this book last night, probably around 2 a.m. because there's no better time to read than at ungodly hours of the night. So this book was a 4.5, 4.75 stars for me. I should give a disclaimer. If you've watched any of my other book reviews before, you know I am a high rater. Like for me, if I see someone give a book 3 stars, that means that you were just like okay with it. Some people think 3 stars is a good rating. For me, 3 stars is like, you know, that's kind of my scale. So this book for me was like a 4.5, 4.75. It didn't quite reach 5 stars for me. And honestly, I didn't expect it to, especially since it was a sequel, it was an age gap, etc., etc. This book did have so many factors that I knew would lead me to liking it. Ali Hazelwood book. Ding, ding, ding. Takes place in Italy. Wedding in Italy, which is like my dream. All of the characters that I love from Not in Love. The wedding is Rue and Eli's wedding from Not in Love. This book had so many factors to be a book that I loved. It did have one factor that was maybe playing to its disadvantage, which was that it's an age gap romance. Now, I am not a lover of age gaps in general media, and obviously especially in real life, especially when it's an early 20-something with a late 30-something. Like, I am not down for that. That being said, I decided to give this book a try because of all the factors that I said. And you know what? Sometimes we have to remember that fiction books are just that, fiction, and they will be unrealistic, meaning that an age gap can be okay sometimes. And that was this book for me. Obviously, Connor Harkness, who is the older man in the book, he's in his late 30s. And the reason he gets a pass is because no real man in his late 30s that is interested in a young 20-year-old girl is ever going to act like this or be as respectful or have as good intentions as Connor had in this book. Obviously, since Connor is a fictional man, he is the perfect, most respectful specimen. He's not perfect, but you know, perfect for her. This time, age gap gets a pass for me. And honestly, if anyone was gonna do that, it would be Ali Hazelwood. This book did have a dual timeline, which I really enjoyed. I really enjoy dual timelines because I feel like they build a lot of history for characters that sometimes you can't see in a book. This story also took place over the course of a week, not counting the second timeline. And so I think being able to see the second timeline gave them actual depth in their relationship that made it make sense for them to get together. They had 3 years of history. They would talk almost every single day for like 2-3 years. I love Maya. One thing about Ali Hazelwood that makes me really love her female characters is that she makes them these really strong women that do have their issues, but despite their issues, they can stand for themselves and they don't need a man. they don't need a man, but like maybe we want one, you know what I mean? And so that's why I really enjoy her characters. Also, something about the fact that like Connor was older, obviously yes, but he was a yearning man. He was a yearning man, and something about a yearning man, like, yeah. And so I do feel like that brought some more balance to the age gap, because he was down bad. He was down bad. And it also, okay, one thing about me is that Deep End is my favorite Ali Hazelwood book. Deep End is like one of my favorite books. I loved that book, and Lucas and Scarlett from Deep End made a cameo in this book, and it just made me so happy to see them. Like, oh my god, what do you mean that like my Lucas and Scarlett, like they were on vacation in Italy, they were at a pasta making class. Like that made me so happy to see them, and I was just like literally like giggling and kicking my feet every time they were there, like being all cute and funny. I love the Ali Hazelwood universe, truly. I don't know, one thing I've realized is that you either love Ali Hazelwood books. In reading the reviews for this book and also her most recent books, they're very divided. You either love it or you hate it, like I just said. And I've noticed that a lot of people that give these books like a bad rating, especially in this book's reviews, I saw people saying, I read Deep End and Bride and I didn't like them, but like I read this book of hers and I didn't like it. But so hey, maybe if we don't like an author's books, let's not keep reading them and giving them bad reviews. I think you figured out that this author's style is not for you. I just don't understand. You're never gonna catch me reading an author I don't like. Like, I am not picking up a Colleen Hoover book because I know that I don't like her books. It's as simple as that. So all in all, to say, I loved this book. I love Ali Hazelwood. She never, ever, 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 ever disappoints me, truly. Her next book that she's releasing is the sequel to Bride, which I'm so excited for. I'm probably gonna reread Bride before I read that book. If you read it, let me know what you thought, and if you have any books that you think I would like and want to recommend, also let me know in the comments. I'm always open and chatting about books. I do have to say, I have not finished The Crochet Dragon. Like I said before, I wanted to give my hands a break, and I also just decided to prioritize reading and reviewing this book for this video. So I didn't finish the dragon, but that will definitely be done by next week's video because I want to finish it this weekend. I don't want to get tendonitis or anything because it is a risk when you crochet. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you will like and subscribe and leave me a comment with any of your thoughts. Since this is a book related video, if you want to look at my Goodreads and follow me on it, it is always in the description of my videos. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.